Queensland, Australia is a very, very exotic place, and it's not only known for its amazing climate, but also for the Great Barrier Reef and a lot of other wonderful things that you'll find in that part of the continent. Well, you know what you'll also find there? Great opal. I'm talking specifically of Australian Boulder Opal. Now, what is Boulder Opal? Well, opal, of course, is a gemstone that we're all familiar with. It does have those different play of colors. And the way opal forms is that sometimes it will form on top of a rock or in between cavities of rocks, very, very thin veins. Now, if they were to just cut the opal out itself without any of the rock, it would just crack, it would fall apart because it's very, very thin. So what they will do is they will just cut around it, leaving some of the rock backing, but you will see that the opal is fused to the top of the stone. So that's where we get the term boulder opal. It's opal that's formed on top of a rock or in between thin layers of veins of rock. And these can often have incredible play of color, and they can be relatively affordable because you're only paying for the opal that you can physically see. You're not paying for the entire opal, which is going right through a gemstone, because opal is not unlike a transparent gemstone. With a transparent stone, we can see through the stone, so we get to appreciate the entire gem. Because an opal is opaque, you only see the surface, the first quarter millimeter. The rest of it is all hidden underneath. So whether it's there or not doesn't really make that much of a difference. That's why Boulder Opal is so popular, because it gives you all that play of color in an affordable format, because you're only paying for that thin slice of opal that naturally forms on top of that rock face. Let me give you some examples. These are some examples of Australian caliber cut beautiful boulder opals. And what we mean by caliber cut is they've been calibrated. In other words, that these ones here will be 8 by 6, and this little one here, this trillium, will be a 4.5 millimeter by 4.5 millimeter. So they've been calibrated cut. And you can clearly see here the backing at the bottom. That would be, of course, the rock face. And on top is where the opal formed. Well, let me just show you what we're talking about right over here. And I'll gently pick this up. And this is a play of color. And this is natural to the opal itself. And then at the back, that is the actual rock. That's part of the original rock that it formed under. And now this piece could have been a thin cavity. It could have been the size of your fist, and then they would have just cut these stones out from that. But this is completely natural. It's not a doublet. It's not something that's been fused together. This is something that's been naturally formed together. Now, you can also get in this type of opal something a little bit with more color. This is called harlequin. Now, harlequin simply refers to the fact that the flashes of color are very, very big. They're very big and bold and striking, as you can clearly see right here. This is rare in the opal family, because normally the colors that you're going to see are going to be the pinpoints of flash are going to be relatively small. These are very, very highly prized. So this would be considered a harlequin boulder opal, and this would be more of a normal boulder opal quality right over here. Both are gorgeous. Both are incredible. If you really want to pick up something unique, opal is the way to go.